Hey guys, this is Steph, and I'm doing a review for the Freelance engine theme, okay, or engine themes, and the actual theme that I got was the Freelance theme. Well, maybe get them. I don't have to go forever and look at what I want. I saw their website and I liked it. I liked the way the intro was. I liked the themes that they had, and I just like the flow of the whole situation. And so that's what this review is about. It's not necessarily professional or whatever. Just my little 2 cents combined with Lynn Dan, which is one of the customer representatives that assisted me when I had some questions. I once again, like I said, I selected the Freelance engine. I tried the demo. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and upload it for you right now, so you can see what my site looks like. Now, I like this. Okay, it was clean to me. It was clean. I like the little computer, little icon or background image on the slider. I like the way that it says free, perfect, freelancers, and I'm changing the name to bookkeepers, so I like that. I like the row with the 4 icons. I like the area that browse freelance jobs, which will be bookkeepers. So as I scrolled down, I liked what I was seeing, so I knew that I wanted it. I think I might have checked out 1 or 2 other sites just to check out some prices, but overall I knew just by checking out the demo that I was interested. I like the fact that I can click on, a freelancer, or I can click on the employer side of it. They can sign up, nice professional database. I like that, you know what I mean? And it was nice and smooth, okay? So, once again, that definitely makes the difference. So, once again, this is the demo, and I'm just killing some time here. You can see that there's a menu at the bottom. With a whole bunch of different pages. The sign-in is totally perfect. You get an email confirmation and everything. I love it. Yeah, now this area is the member download. I didn't download all these files, and some of those files actually are Photoshop files, and just some extra information. I just pretty much downloaded what I needed, which was the Freelance engine, and then the Freelance child, the documentation. I signed up for that PayPal payment plan, so I downloaded that, but a lot of this information I didn't download. I downloaded the sample file because that definitely came in handy. So I like the structure. I like how organized the crew of the engine theme people are. And speaking of the people, Lynn Dan helped me with a lot of information when I first got started. I had some questions, and they were closed on the weekend, basically, or something like that. And so I was ready to cancel, but I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. And so anyway, this video is not totally professional or nothing, but Lynn Dan's input definitely helped with the videos. And so you really should know WordPress. Let me take you inside. Yeah, so this is the dashboard, as you know. Yeah, okay. And so the engine settings at the top is the main area. I use customize under appearance because I can get directly, in. So I go to themes to, upload either the parent or the child. Now, the first one is the child, and this one is the actual parent. But apparently, if you load the child theme, you can do more customization. So here's what I did. You saw their theme. Now this is mine. Inside the little area, so I can do some customization. So this is the actual parent file, and so that's why it says freelancers and all that, the same information that you see on the website. Well, I'm sorry, actually that's my information. If you use the parent and then put the child in, some of the information will stay the same. So that's what's happening here. Some of the information is just staying the same, but the heading is different. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go through this a little bit, and I'm not going to go through every little point or whatever. And so now I'm going to go ahead and go back to the child theme, which is the theme that I'm actually working on right now. I think this is going to take forever. Okay, so let me just hang in there for a second. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and chit-chat. Okay, so here's mine. Employers find awesome bookkeeper, and then bookkeepers find a great client or job. So that fit in perfect. I like the color. I like that little greenish blue kind of little thing going on. This area is good for taking care of the front page as far as the text is concerned and background. As you can see, my bookkeeper display logo is at the top. You can't see the little B at the top of the screen, but you can see it at the lower area. Okay, so this area is good for working on the front page, from my perspective. And again, you can change the information for the header at the top. And then next, we actually go in and we want to change, like where it says employers find an awesome bookkeeper. You can do it right here. Okay, you can also change the picture too, and you can see it on the fly. Ta-da! So that's kind of cool. So this is where I do it. If there's another place that you can do it, I don't know. So right now, what am I doing? I am showing you how you can replace that computer keyboard and all that. I kept that in there for now because I'm going to add some sliders, but I'm going to go ahead and continue to go down to the next area. Okay, yeah, so this is where I was able to change. You see where it says, how does the directory work? At the top, if you type in right there, blah, 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 you'll see that it updates right on time, so I like that. And so all four of those little icons, I can actually update their little areas too. See what I'm saying? That little head area, then the head over there. So, like I said, this isn't like totally professional or anything, but just to give you an idea. Alright? So you can change the headers. I'm going to also add Lynn's video after this, and she can even give you a little bit more information about how to update the information. That's or not. I don't know. Let me just toss it in there, just to give you guys a little bit extra information. But under customization, under appearance and then customization, this is definitely the one that I use. So basically, this is the continuation of the front page area, and it's easy to go ahead and change the titles and background on this page. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip one and go on over to freelance here, where it says find the perfect bookkeeper. It said first find the perfect freelancer, and so I can just switch it here. I can change it by typing the text on the fly if I want to, and then so on and so forth. I'm going to go on, to the project situation, which is right here, browse bookkeeping jobs and, projects. So I can change that name if I want to, just by, typing in whatever. Okay, so that's what that's about. Let me cheerio on over to the next little area. And once again, these areas can be, like this area can be updated in the story editor. Not the story editor, but this area called stories in WordPress. Getting down this area, so you can update that area somewhere else. And then where it says employer select subscription type, you can change that as well in this area. Okay, you can also change it when you get out this area and in the dashboard area. Okay, so anyway, but I just changed the titles here. You can't change the free, the 97 and 157 here, but you can definitely change the title of employers select, subscription type, etc. Okay, and then let me see with that last one. It's just changes. See where it says awesome directory, best way to find awesome bookkeepers. You can change right here, but if you look in the right hand corner, you see I'm logged in as admin. If I was logged out, that message would actually say whatever is over in that left hand corner. So anyway, like I said, this is a good location to update the front page, the colors, the background, the text background. Right now, I'm just changing the text. I do also like it because you can change the format. You can actually change it from a computer to a tablet to cell phone view. So that's kind of cool. See, this is tablet view. Okay, all right. Everything is still aligned, which is pretty good. Everything goes up and down, so I kind of like that. And then we have the cell phone view, which is a little bit smaller, but everything is still lined up. Everything still looks good. So these type of features make a difference. Okay, so knowing how it looks on a cell phone, knowing that a lot of my clients will definitely, or subscribers, should I say, definitely will, use their, the people that will be coming to the website or looking at it will be using their phone. I can tell by the analytics. Okay, so I just wanted to just show you that. You probably already know anyway. Yeah, this next video is how to basically hook up a logo. This is courtesy of Lynn Den. I kind of sort of knew how to do this, so I wasn't too lost, but I thought I'd go ahead and show you real quickly as well. She did a great job. And of course, one of the first things that you definitely want to do is make sure that you have your logo on your website. And so that's what she's doing right now. Obviously, you can slow it down anytime you want by pressing pause. But yeah, she's adding the sparrow, which is her site icon. And yeah, okay, slowed it down a little bit there. And so now, as you can see, she's just showing you how to do it. Okay, and that's it. It's real simple, actually. Okay, there it is. Alright, that's all it takes to do the logo. Okay, this next video is by Lynn Den of Engine Themes. It's about logging in to the account, the employer or the freelancer. And so you have to go into the dashboard in WordPress, go on down to settings and hit general. And what you want to do is make sure that anyone can register is on, so that when you go back into that login area, you'll see that the person is now able to log in. That was kind of important because I was going back and forth because I didn't want people to log in at first. And so you'll see that you're able to sign up and log in once you review this video. Yeah, this next video is by Lyndon of Engine Themes. She actually put this together for the footer. So the footer, so you can change the menu. See, there's nothing down there where it says the best way to find perfect freelancers. She's going to put a footer or menu below, right there. See the bottom, those 4 columns. So that's what she's going to be doing right now. Not the actual footer, which is the bottom and the brown, but this area right there. She plans on showing you how to put those menus there. Actually, I called it a footer, but I'm sorry, it's a menu. Actually, this video actually helped me. So thank you, Lynn. And yeah, so she's going to go ahead and get on over to the dashboard. She's going to go to the appearances, customization, and probably the menu area. Okay, she's going to be cutting and pasting from her website to create that menu below. So you might want to follow along closely. Okay, here's the menu area. And she's going to go ahead and create a new menu. Okay. And she's copying that information at the top, that link, because she knows she's going to add it in the link area of the menu. Okay. So her menu, she's going to call it Discover. And once she does that, she's going to go to the bottom there and click, custom link. And then that link that she just copied, she's going to go ahead and paste it in the custom link area. Right there. Okay, so that's why she's doing that little shortcut. Okay, so you're going to do that for each page that you want at the bottom down there. Your company information, your about us, your contact information. So yeah, so this is the video that allow you to put the menu at the bottom. But it's really good because once you start working with those widgets and menu, you'll find that it's good in other areas as well. So right now, she's just cutting and pasting the various links to the various pages that she wants at the bottom of the home page. So that's what she's doing right now. Okay, which is great. So, yeah, I actually slowed this down a little bit because she was moving rather fast, and I want to make sure you guys got this. So what she's doing is she's adding a testimonial link, and so she just copied the URL. She's going to go ahead and paste it in there. And yeah, so that's what this is about, and this was really a good video. Like I said, I wind up watching it, twice so that I can understand what was happening. Okay, so I'm going to let her go ahead and do her thing. I'm going to do my thing. But yeah, so that's what she's doing. She's just creating. I think she's gonna use. There it is. There's what she's creating, so you can get an idea. Discover is the one that she's actually creating. Actually, okay. So anyway, that's it, people. She's going to be wrapping it up in a minute. So, this is what you do to create the menu at the bottom of the screen. Okay, I think there's still another minute or so on this, but I did slow it down so that you wouldn't have to keep pausing it because it was pretty fast. Okay, so she's almost done wrapping it up here. Okay, alright, there it goes. And that's about it. So anyway, people, just waiting for her to wrap up this last one so I could mosey on. Alright, there we go. She's actually going to the footer area. This is where I kind of had to remember what was happening. Okay, hitting that footer 1. And I realized footer 1, 2, 3, and 4 is actually the various columns in the menu area. Like that Discover one is the footer 1, and then the next one to it, I can't remember what it was, but that's footer 2, 3, and 4. So by looking at this particular video, I was able to understand that. So that was pretty cool, I thought. Okay, so I'm doing my thing while she does her thing, and I'm gonna go ahead and let her do her thing. Okay, then she's gonna go ahead and select footer 4 to add in contact us. I didn't understand what she was doing at first, but once I went through it, I said, okay, God, I just learned something new. And that's all good. So that's what she's doing right now. So, yeah, so there it is right there. You see the contact us, you see the Discover, the company. All those are columns in the menu. So when you see those various footers, that's what that means. I like that because I plan on using it for something else, actually. So you see she did Discover and she did the contact. To the left was the first column, and to the far right was the fourth column. Okay, now, I had questions because I really wanted to replace the slider with video. And so this is part of the email where she's talking about the header video and saying that unfortunately the previous versions had it, but not the current version. So if you do decide to get the Freelance Engine version, it won't be so easy to put video in it. So anyway, she sent this email and she's given an option to know how to do the video thing. I haven't did it myself. I haven't even looked at the video, to be honest with you. I am going to definitely put some video there. I'm just thinking of another way that I could do it. Okay, so anyway, here is Lyndon's video for adding video to the header as a GIF. That's interesting. So here we go. She's over at the customization page, okay, which I use a lot. Looks like she's going to go ahead and select a GIF file. Alright. Okay, it looks like she is going to the title and background to actually replace it. So yeah, so that's what you guys gotta do. And once again, reference that initial email clip that I put in the front of this video. That might help you out. But for the most part, it's very clear. She's just replacing the background image with a GIF image. Okay, I wanted to replace that front page image, the image you just saw, with video. That was a GIF, but I want actual video sliders. And so this is part of the email that Lynn was answering, saying that there's no built-in slider with Freelance. And so they suggest using Smart Slider, which I did install. However, I'm more with Revolution. I've dealt more with their sliders. And also, just to note, Smart Slider is a plugin, so make sure you grab it before you actually start working in the program. Yeah, this is Smart Slider. It's pretty simple, actually. Lynn's going to go through it really quickly, cutting and pasting from the front page and directly into the slider. So that's what she's doing there, and then pasting it in. I haven't really used Smart Slider a lot yet, but I intend to. So let Lynn do her thing. Yeah, so it seems simple enough. Just, you know, it will make the site a little bit more enticing by having, the images move a little bit. But yeah, so I slowed it down just a drop because it was a tad bit fast. And Lynn's going to go ahead and wrap it up. And again, this is the slider walkthrough. The search engine, Freelance engine doesn't automatically come with a slider, whatnot, which makes sense. Some of the programs I use, you have to use an external slider. So she's wrapping it up right now. She's going to let us see it. There we go. There's number 2 slider, number 3 slider, number 4. Okay. Great job, Lynn. Thanks. Here's a shot of the bookkeeper website for the profile. This area is the profile area. So your freelancers can be seen on the front page. I took this from the freelancer engine thing page, so that's what you're seeing. And how you edit this area is to go into profiles. You'll be able to see all the various users, and you can go ahead and the author is the user, and if you have some problems, you don't see them there, go to the user and make sure that they're a member. And you can also go to engine settings and click members, and if you mention that they had to that you wanted them to get an email, so you may go to engine settings and go to members and uncheck it so that their profile can show. That's just something that I happen to notice. You're inside the profile, and what you can do is I don't like putting the full name. I'll just put their name and the initial, and then over here to the right side we have the project categories. Since it's a bookkeeping situation, I have bookkeeping, payroll, and all that. Then we have countries, which I didn't like. Actually, I'm going to get to that in a minute. I wanted to put locations, but I'm going to get to that in a minute because I wanted to be by state and city. And then we have the actual skills. And then down here lower, to me, this is what's seen on the front page. The years, the bookkeeper, the experience, how much. That on for the bookkeeper, I've had it as a field, but I'm not sure. So I'm not the greatest for this particular area. But the bottom line is, this is where, under profiles, where you can kind of make sure that everything's okay. Or if somebody puts something in there on their profile that you don't like, that's not too cool, this would be the area that you make all the changes, okay? And right here, you can select the experience and blah, 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 blah. You can select there for comments if you want. This is the outside of the bookkeeper project area, in which, I have the company, the date. I'll get to the rates. And this is from Freelance, the engine thing, their front page from the demo area. You see they have the same information. Once you click it, this is the back of what you'll see. You'll see the actual projects listed, the bookkeeper, the etc., the city. Over there you see I have countries, but I really want city, and so I'm still in the process of changing that. But once again, you can edit the title, etc. And once you click on the actual bookkeeper, then you get this background area where you can change the heading, Bookkeeper LA, and all that information. You can say how long the ad is going to run, whether it's going to be a free ad for 14 days, 30 days, whatever. It's going to be standard, etc. So you can change that here. And this is what it'll look like when the actual person clicks behind the scene. LA, the ad number 1, the rate, which I haven't really added. You can add some information about the job, etc. I just wanted to mention one quick thing. How I'm having people submit their resumes through Captain Form. So they have to click on a link and then they'll get this form. They can actually even update their resume. This is just my little two-piece that I added, so that, I can receive resumes and then the employer can bypass the bookkeeper sending the resume. This is the story area, or it's kind of like a testimonial area. This shot is from Theme Engines, okay? And you can find this area under Stories, okay? And what that allows you to do is change the text on the left-hand side and the logo on the right-hand side. I found that when I was dealing with this, that I was having some problems making the text, the right paragraph. Okay, so that's something you might want to pay attention to. But again, this is from the Theme Engine freelance homepage, and basically you can put testimonies here or whatever you have. And again, this is where you check it out under Stories. Okay, like I said, the code, you might need to put a little paragraph to separate it. Okay, that's just a little something that I found out. If it's all squished together, your words and everything, you might want to change it and put a paragraph in the code area. This is the front page of the employer subscription area on the bookkeeping website. And then this next area is from Freelance. Okay, this is the area on the front page where you could change the free, the 10, or the 20 days. This is the employer. This is what the employer sees. You can also change this by going into WordPress, selecting engine settings, and payment. Okay, so here it is right here. I'm going to go to packs because I find that it makes it a little bit easier. PACKS, packs. And I can change everything here. I can go to all the packs and see what's going on. There's free, standard, and premium, the ones you just saw. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and select standard and make some changes. Okay, now here I can change pretty much everything that you saw on the front page. So yeah, it looks like this. Free for 4 days, 10 for 10 days, and 20 for 20 days. And once again, this is the employer's side. And you can change it here, or you can change it under engines, settings, payments. You can do the same thing that I'm doing right here. And again, you can change it from, standard, from $10 a day to $20 a day, and from 10 days to 20 days. You can change all that information right here. Once again, this is the employer side once again, and you can change that free to whatever you want. You can change that 10, you can change the standard, you can change the premium. Here's where you do it. Originally, this website is set up for a bid feature in which the actual freelancer can actually bid for a particular project, but I really didn't want that feature. And what you're looking at right now is an email telling me that they can't really remove the bid, and so I just replaced it with some other items. And so what I'm talking about is the bid feature that's on the front page of Freelance Engine, in which, yeah, someone could pay $5 or $10 or $15, and they can have so many bids, and hey, they can bid on a project, and that's fine if that's your particular setup, but that's not my setup. Okay, so this is what the freelancer will see on the website, and you can actually modify this in engine settings, under freelancer. You can enable it or not. And like on my website, the bookkeeping website, I don't have this feature enabled, so you don't see it at all. So, but it depends on what you're doing and what you're selling, what service you're selling. But I think it's great that in the future, if I decide to go that route, at least I'll be able to do so. Here's a quick video from Lynn showing you how to do the login and register basically. So this is her video first, and then I go into a little bit more detail of under under settings, etc. Going into the writing, the reading, and discussion. But right now, she's pretty much showing you how to log someone in, okay? And then I'll go a little bit deeper, all right? So that's it, how you log in, or how you set it up so that a user can actually log in, and that's from mine. There you go. Sign up and log in. They both work on the same one. This is the settings area where for sure, you have to make sure that with WordPress, your URL is set for the WordPress and for your website. You got to click "Can anyone register?" to make sure they can actually register. So just a couple of quick little tidbits on that. Also, the time and all that stays the same. If you want to go down to the next area, I would suggest you come on, machine. Right here, everything is cool. Just make sure that the status page is checked, okay, and not the post. Otherwise, you'll get something else on your front page. And then real quickly, I'm going to run through these real quickly. I have everything checked on this page because I want comments approved. I want them to, if they're an employer or subscriber or freelancer, I want to be able to approve whatever they send in. Okay, so that's what this area is about. If you show the avatars at the bottom, that'll show their pictures and everything. On mine, I don't show. On Freelance website demo, they show theirs. Eventually, I'll show mine as well. Okay, and then we jump on over to the media settings, which is, you kind of leave that alone for the most part, I would say. And then in regards to the next setting, which is come on, computer, the permalinks. At first I had mine to numbers, but then in the end I changed it so that it'll be names. Okay, but right now it's set to numbers when I did this, but I wanted to change it to names instead. So then when they look at the URL, they don't see some craziness. They can actually see the web page. Okay, actually I just changed it right here actually, so that's why I did that. Okay, and so that's about it. This area is like the main area, the engine settings. It's right under dashboard and WordPress. It's where you can change the website title if you want. You can change the footer at the bottom. You can add the Google Analytics script, email confirmation if you want the individuals to send you an email, employer or freelancer. You can actually hook up your Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. You can disable extra pages. So that's just that one under settings general. And the next one is, content. This one, you can just change, the freelancer budget information, the employer information, pending posts, you can hide bids. On this particular page, I have off because I don't have anyone. I don't want the freelancers to be able to bid. So I just say no. But you may use it for something else. And in the future, I may use it too. Okay? So that's what this page is about. It's the content for the freelancer. All right? So I don't use it. Okay? And then here we have more freelancer information. Again, mine is turned off. So if it wasn't, I can change it from free, first 5 bids, high bids, etc. I definitely will probably use that in the future for sure. But so that's what this page is about. And so mine is disabled at this time. Okay. Then you can go into this other area where you can set up the project, the listings. It's like a slug. But you can change the names. Okay, you see project type is project type. It's like a slider, reminds me. You have one name when you have the same name, so some kind of slug. Excuse me, don't ask me too much about it. That's not my best little whatnots. And then here we have the caption. So I have it, I have it on. So certain pages, they will get a captcha. What else here? This is the payment. Okay, you put in USD. Make sure you put the $sign in there. Make sure you put in 2 decimal points. And you have to update this page if you want to see it. Okay, and so that's what this is about. How the money is going to be paid, and if it's going to be in some kind of, currency type, then change it. But for the most type, if it's free to subscribe, you enable or disable. You can put a payment test mode, which I have. I have PayPal set up. I also have Braintree or something like that. I think that's the name of it that I need to set up on here. But right now, this is the payment area. If you scroll down a little bit more, you will see the employer area. That's that area I was talking about, packs, early on today, which is on the front page screen, the free, the standard, etc. You can also change it here. okay, and which you can, the date availability, etc., etc., if it's going to be free, if it's going to be a standard, which of course you can change that wording as well. And so in addition to changing this in the packs area, which is on the left hand side in WordPress, you can go directly in the engine settings and change whatever you want, add SKU, whatever you want. So this is kind of cool, and you can even add more. And each time you add more packages, you have 3, then all of a sudden it'll be 4, and they're right under each other. So it's 3 on the front page, but if you add 3 more here, there'll be 3 on the top row and then 3 on the row beneath it. So anyway, that's what that's about. This area, this language area, apparently is the meat of it all. I mean, you got to make sure it's English if that's what you're working, but there's a wide selection. And once you start editing this area, that translator area right there and beneath it needs to be English as well. I'm going to go ahead and let Lynn show you a little bit more in this area because you can change so much. Here's the video. She's just changing the language. She's changing keywords. Remember I mentioned the word country? She's going to change that. So here we go. So what Lynn's gonna do? See, she's typing it in here, so I'm gonna try to, talk it for you. She's changing the front page, the text and the buttons. But from my perspective, I like changing the front page text by going to WordPress appearance in the dashboard to the left there, and then selecting customize. So that's what she's doing right now. She's using the engine. This language setting to change the text by selecting Shift F6, and then up in the right hand corner she's typing in the first few characters so that she can change, like she typed in find FPAR. So she's changing the front page of find perfect freelancers for your projects. So that's what she's doing right now. But for the text, you can do it here or once again under dashboard, appearance and customize, okay? And remember, you have to save it like she's going to say. So that's what she's doing. She's changing that text right there, okay? But like I said, it's easier. Another easier way from my perspective is WordPress appearance customization. So right now she's typing in at the top, post a profile. If I'm not mistaken, that's the actual button. Oh, post a project. Okay, so she typed in post a PR, which is, part of post a project. Now she's going to say post a subject. So she's changing the button. So here, you can change the button on the front page. As a matter of fact, she's changing freelancers. She's changing find freelancers to find teachers. So she just changed 2 items, the button and the freelancers, and she's going to go ahead and save it. Okay, so I think she's going to go ahead and do it again. Okay, she's going to go ahead and save it. All right, and then again, the whole point is to change that text and the buttons on that front page. And like she said, refresh it so that you can see from post a project to post a subject, and then the teaching, whatever. Yeah, this is a tough one, but the primary note is that this engine area under language, under engine settings language is the primary area. You're going to change a lot of stuff. If you want to change a heading, literally a heading of something that they created to something else, this will be the area. You press Shift F6, and then you'll be able to change, what you need to be able to change. Personally, I would like to see a page editor added to this theme. That drag and drop kind of like situation, I like that. And so that's what's missing. If you do want to get into really any major changes, you have to pretty much be in the child theme, and you better do it. So this is my website, the Bookkeeper Directory. It's a subscription-based type of situation, just started this year. Yeah, I know bookkeepers are boring, but anyway. So, so this website is nothing, this video is not all, professional and all that. Just me giving my little 2 cents of love to the people that created the thing, because I'm definitely, being able to maneuver this little joker. It's definitely giving me what I want. I haven't even touched what I really can do. I have to go deeper inside. But hopefully this helps somebody. And so anyway, you guys go ahead and go on back to Engine Themes and get you a directory and hook it up. Thank you for tuning in. This is Steph with the Bookkeeper Directory. And thank you, Lynn, and the rest of your team for creating such a great product. Adios.